And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting, mind-bending, spell-alluring? I don't know, I lost that train of thought. Episode of the Lost Podcast Titan. A father and son journey going through the sci-fi series that bound us in a web of deceit and lies, because this shit is not as good as we remember it to be, ladies and gentlemen.
It's so beautiful day in the podcast room.
It is not. This was a great idea. Dear Father, let us do a podcast. We will do commentary over the original Star Trek episodes. This will be great. This will be fantastic. All these great TV episodes. Oh my God.
Well, it's a voyage of self-discovery and revelation, let's say.
It's also a voyage of horror. It's like the first season of Next Generation stretched because just over and over again.
I'm already expecting to be wanting to hit my head against a wall if we start doing Next Generation episodes.
Well, we could bring this up. We were planning to do more traditional discussions post episodes once we get out of the actual Star Trek: The Original Series. So
yeah,
we'll save the commentaries as pay-per-view. You have to pay us to hear us suffer. Oh Lord.
Oh.
But I do have hopes for this episode. This is the famous episode, the Tholian Web, with the giant crystals and the Enterprise being slowly wrapped up in energy crystal beams or something like that. Which is, I remember it being good.
Yes.
We'll see how this turns out. And do you want to give the other announcement now or at the end of the episode?
At the end of the episode.
End of the episode.
But I do. There is a small gripe that I've been having, off topic that just has, reared its ugly head very recently, and I wanted to bring it to your attention because I wondered if you had ever suffered from this.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's say, you read a book or something like that, and the book will, as most books do, give nice descriptions of the characters, the appearance of the characters.
Okay.
But the cover art or the fan art comes along, and it looks absolutely nothing like what you've read.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just bugs the hell out of me? And I was wondering if it did the same to you.
It does, because sometimes I do judge that book by that cover, and I see a particularly
Yes.
awesome scene, and I'm like, oh, this looks awesome. I can't wait to get to this part of the book, and I read it, and sometimes it's even a good book, but it doesn't have that scene, and I still feel betrayed.
Yeah, false advertising. No, but I'm a big fan of the Miles Verkozigan books by Lois McMaster-Bujold, a Hugo Award-winning author. And in the later volumes, she has the Emperor of the planet Barriar getting engaged to a nice lady from a neighboring planet, Dr. Leza Toscane. Mm-hmm. And McMaster-Bujold goes to extensive lengths to depict her as Rubenesque, full-figured girl.
Right.
Miles once silently describes her as a sort of woman you just want to fall into and burrow in for the winter and hibernate.
Yes, also known as thick.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I was just trying to be nice about it.
For the kids, she's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
But, I was looking up some fan art for the character on the Verkozigan wiki. And everyone seems bound and determined to depict Leza Toscane as slender and willowy. And I'm saying, aren't these people reading the book?
No, not really.
Criminy. But, but that just invariably ticks me off. And I'm glad to hear that, it bothers you as well. And I imagine it bothers others. I haven't yet encountered any really bad Star Trek fan art.
Wait, what?
Well, okay, let me go back to you. You have encountered bad Star Trek art?
Yeah?
Oh, well, you must give me an example.
I used to draw shit. It was horrible.
Yeah, but you weren't trying to publish it on websites and such. I did the same thing when I was growing up. I drew my own superheroes.
All right. For one thing, publishing to you on a website has a much different connotation than to everyone else. You are publishing your work for perusal by the audience, and perhaps to leverage it into money and positions and power and women. Whereas,
well, I'll settle for the money.
Whereas other people just upload stuff to the website just to upload stuff to the website.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I try to be as accurate, as close to the source material as possible.
Well, you don't have to do that. You can have like some of the best images I used to saw was like there's an artist who did post-apocalyptic Super Mario Brothers, done in a really
Oh,
realistic style.
oh, that's kinky.
No, I mean, well, I no.
Well, it's like I have seen one of my favorite animation characters, and it sort of makes me blush to admit this,
Okay.
is Velma Dinkley from the Scooby-Doo franchise.
Oh yeah, I have a folder for her as well. Yes.
I have seen depictions of her that, just almost make me need to pick my eyes up off the floor and squeeze them back into my head. Some people have some really imaginative, to put it very kindly, concepts of Velma.
So Velma was the best girl on the show.
Yeah, I would really have gotten into a spin-off Velma series without the stupid dog and the other idiots in the group.
Well, speaking of Star Trek, so as
Yeah.
I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is our Star Trek podcast, or our sci-fi podcast. And as I said before, today's episode is the Tholian Web, so go ahead, put us on pause while you bring this up on your favorite physical media or streaming service, and just come back to us when you're ready. Welcome back. We'll go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, play. Da 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 da. It must be nice to be on a starship and have the orchestra band just off
Really?
saw. Yeah,
Does each starship have its own orchestra?
it
you know?
should.
Okay, what are they staring at?
Space. They know
The
something's
Final
up
Frontier?
because the orchestra to the side is playing the scary music. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait, so I thought they weren't usually allowed to... No, they were allowed to repeat names. Okay.
Yeah, when a starship is lost, they will, well, any kind of ship is decommissioned or lost and stuff, they will eventually recycle the name.
See, and I would have mentioned that in Deep Space Nine, like, and have a small mission where you have to go to the Tholians and be like, look, you ain't destroying this one.
What gets me is, when has the Enterprise become the seeker of lost starships? Because they do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a glowy green thing. Okay, detail. Then how is it showing up on the screen? I can understand if they see it through a porthole, but would it show up on the screen if the sensors can't pick it up?
I don't think they have portholes. Oh, they do have portholes. Well, what
Yeah,
ship
we'll
did
be
you think
seeing-
it was?
Well, no, but I mean, it's not. Spock's saying it's not showing up on sensors. So would the electronic pickup of the main screen pick it up?
Well, I always imagined that the main screen is just connected to a camera, like they have that ability.
Okay. Oh, and we will be seeing a porthole in a later episode. See, Scotty knows if he stays on the bridge long enough, he'll get to do more important stuff.
I'm serious. This is probably part of his contract. There's no scene in the bridge in the engine room. Just have me hanging on the bridge. I'll take over the ship while Kirk is on the board the other ship. Blah 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 blah. Be careful of Worf.
Yeah, they wake Worf up out of a sound sleep when they materialize on the bridge. I don't know. I've never really liked Star Trek attempts at spacesuits.
I'm also interested in how they like if there was no mass and it shouldn't be there. Their first idea is to beam over physically. I would have beamed over a
Yeah,
probe or something.
that would have that sounds to me like a bad move. But then again, we are talking about the crew of the Enterprise.
This is true.
I mean, how many episodes would we lose if Kirk didn't immediately uh, act on bad ideas?
Well, there was that one episode where the Admiral was right the whole time. They were going next to that radiation cloud or something like that. Spock got
Yeah.
lost.
This episode was directed by Herb Wallerstein. It was originally supposed to be directed by Ralph Sinensky, but he got fired shortly after filming started because he was turning in material late.
Well, how late?
Well, let's see.
I mean, Harlan Ellison was turning in shit late.
He was fired for falling a half a day behind schedule.
Huh. There we go.
And
Half
we
a
also
day?
seen, yeah,
Really? Half a
Yeah.
day is what you're going to get bitched out for?
I guess. And wow, how about that? Another Starship bridge where the bridge crew is dead.
Well, I mean, tradition. Which I find odd.
So yeah,
I mean, by tradition, you have to have a mutiny somewhere. Maybe during the Klingon War.
well, I mean, I imagine that's why he's lying dead on the floor.
Gasp.
But I'm searching my memory and I cannot recall a mutiny having taken place on board an American naval vessel. And I suspect I might be wrong.
Huh. Mutiny on American naval ship. Let's see. The second USS Somers back in 18. It was commissioned in 1842, but apparently there was a mutiny.
Ah, okay. And I know there was a mutiny on the Bounty.
Yeah, but that's England. That's natural.
And there was a mutiny on the Potemkin in pre-revolution Russia.
Well, that's Russia. Oh Lord, they just really just slapped the sign on the front of his visor.
Yeah, that's in case he gets lost.
In case he gets lost.
And they got to find his parents.
But do they have a suit like that for everybody?
Yeah. So I'm asking myself, do they keep the suits in their quarters? Or do they just keep the individual name tags for when they have to put a suit on?
I think it'd be easier to keep the individual name tags, but then you come up with issues like sizing and shit like that. Well, that's just silly. Get that extra off the equipment. We gotta move that out and use it for another episode. Come on, professionals. No SAG card for you. Wait, did they use turbo lifts? Is there power
I
off the ship?
imagine. Well, Spock said that ship systems are still functioning.
Oh, okay.
So, although, yeah, I would not really trust the turbo lifts in that sort of situation.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like get the fuck off the ship. This isn't a good idea.
And that's not getting medical records.
It's time to go.
Yes. It's time to saddle up little Missy and ride south. Or have Scotty lock on them where they are and beam them out right there.
Yep.
Oh no, that's not good.
They only have one transporter room?
Well, they're supposed to have 4. I don't know why, although it wasn't advertised in the series. Oh, that's the excuse you're going to go with.
Well, that's no good. Well, sorry,
Nope.
sir. Time to go. We'll send a message to Catherine on the what was it, the Raelian station?
Yeah. We'll get up the A through Z list and start sending out those messages.
Regulus? What was the name of that station in Wrath of Khan?
Uh, Regula 1,
Regula. There we go. Okay, that's it. Regula. He's going to kick the guy out of the way and sit down on the chair. See, like, turn around and leave.
Yeah, get everything back together and then head back to that spot and try.
Da da dun. Damn, I was surprised. Like I would have thought the Tholians would have shown up by now.
Hold that thought.
Nope. Nope.
I'm worried because he hasn't signed the paychecks yet.
Oh, hey, look, there's happens to be McCoy.
Yeah, I know. I just realized that. It's amazing and really convenient. He just happened to show up in the turbo lift. Thank you.
Oh, wait, the chairs aren't fastened down.
I know. I've often wondered about that.
We don't have time. This is all very convenient, by the way.
Yeah. And I'm kind of surprised that here we have McCoy doubting that Kirk is alive.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's actually several instances where, Kirk is clearly dead and McCoy's the one going, we gotta find him.
Oh, here we go. It never rains, but it pours. What are the odds of encountering another starship in that area?
No, not the Tholians. That's nice of them.
The Tholian is voiced by our old friend Barbara Babcock.
Well, Babs has always has a special place in my heart.
Oh, and the Tholian is a hand puppet.
Oh, really? Shock.
Yeah. I know. I thought you were maybe thinking that it was just a cardboard cutout being kind of moved back and forth by off-screen hands.
No, it looks like there's a child's chalk drawing. Just, give it a little pizzazz.
Oh, that's right, nurse. Just stand there.
If only she had access to a phaser or something.
Really. Or a hypo full of knockout drug. Oh. Okay.
And it took all of 20 seconds. Thank you. This is why you're a nurse.
This could get monotonous after a while.
We're screwed. Hey, wait, is that Lanky motherfucker?
I think it is. It's our old friend Lanky motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from season 1, Lanky motherfucker. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Lieutenant Lanky motherfucker.
Lanky motherfucker, yeah. Oh, dump on Spock now.
Nurse Chapel is going to take these torpedoes and come after you at any minute if we don't get a move on here.
And who informed McCoy about the Tholians?
He might just have access to, the ship's feed.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, because Spock did call for red alert. For someone who's not sitting at the helm, Uhura's really on the ball here.
Kaboom! Kaboom? So phasers have physical force that pushes onto a ship.
Well, it looked like the Tholian ship had a force field, and the phasers were reacting against that.
Also, yeah, McCoy, shut the fuck up. This is not the situation, time, or place.
Really?
I was about to say, it's yes, a cynical bastard. Coming in with photon torpedoes. Fuck you and fuck your interspatial reality here. It's the world's most boring and slowest attack.
I was thinking that really is something of an odd weapon. I mean, your target has to be disabled and not able to move a great deal.
Exactly. Like, yeah. So when does this actually ever come into use? You know.
It's more like a big tow cable than a weapon.
Let's see here. Oh, apparently, they do have updated Tholians in Enterprise, I think.
There was that two-part episode which was set in the mirror universe, where
Apparently, they look like a spider or something, below camera.
yes,
Why are we doing a recap here?
this is the memorial service. Maybe not all the crew knew the entire story.
How about we do the memorial after we get out of this place?
That was not the signal to overact.
Actually, no, it was right there in the script.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it here.
Why is she hunched over like a witch, looking, for her next victim? The girl in the background, like, holy shit.
Because this is going on long enough.
Salute.
Yeah, so I guess that makes Scotty the second officer now, or the first officer.
Well, I don't know. McCoy's shirt is exceptionally shiny.
It's always been exceptionally shiny. So it's meant to be reviewed by Spock and McCoy in the event of Kirk's death. But what if Spock and or McCoy are also dead? Then who gets to review it?
No one knows to review it.
Why not?
To maybe save Kirk? But this is obvious.
Really? Ouch. Are we really going to go there right now? He doesn't.
He's probably affected by the temporal displacement shit. Interspatial, whatever.
That's a good theory, actually.
You said that? Listen to me. I'm in charge now. Fuck you. I'm sorry, Spock. Forgive me.
Oh, yeah, now we're going to kiss up.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Awful. You don't want to see the visual image in my mind right now.
Oh, there's plenty of slash fiction to go down that route.
I wonder if slash fiction has become sort of a safety valve for fans of the series.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Very slowly complete theirs.
Not too surprisingly, Nichelle Nichols lists this as one of her favorite episodes.
Oh, why is that?
Because she has a lot to do here, more than most of the other episodes, and therefore gets a lot more screen time. So you did have a two-way mirror into my room.
Well, of course she knew that. That was their thing.
Oh. And somebody watered that sick-looking pink plant in the background. Well, if you are, you're dressed rather nice for it.
And comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I know they have uniform rules and stuff in Starfleet, but it'd be nice to see. I would have liked to have seen more casual type wear among crew people.
Yeah. Also, I want to know what happens if the Klingons ever run into the Tholians here, and they try and pull this bullshit.
That's interesting. I can't imagine the Klingons remaining in that area of space as long as the Enterprise did.
Well, they could have been on a scientific exploration, but I mean, what I mean is, the Klingons just watching the Tholians. Are these motherfuckers really just making a web around us?
They would have tried transporting onto the Tholian ship, and I wonder why Spock or anyone else on the Enterprise thought about that.
Well, they're crystalline beings. They might not have the same life requirements.
Yeah, I was just thinking life support on the Tholian ship would probably be poisonous to humans and Klingons both.
Sulfuric gas.
I think we've mentioned this before, but those straps really don't look effective. My goodness.
I mean, you know, perks of the job if you can get it. Calm the fuck down. Give him a sedative.
Yeah, when you teach the two of you to do that in harmony. But in the meantime, since we like the way you look lying on a sick bay bed, I'm just going to pause a bit here.
Help. You motherfuckers left me to die.
Oh, wouldn't that be weird if he held resentment? Actually, I don't think it was. I don't think it was that. It looked transparent. I mean, we could see through the plot really easily. Oh, for God's sakes. Ooh.
Fucking finally.
Really? And that makes him faint?
Nope, he's under. No antidote now. We're all fucked. Holy shit, that kind of looks like Bashir on the right-hand side.
Wait, let's switch back here.
Yeah, hold on. Beam me the fuck back, you assholes.
Fuck is focus.
Get rid of this cheesy special effect.
It does.
That's weird. And science medical, so hey, it fits.
If I recall correctly, Bashir's father was a landscaper.
Yeah, but this is 23rd century landscaping. I'm following the call of my heart to better myself, so I will dedicate my life to making the most pristine lawns. And other bullshit.
It's amazing, really, how little the Tholians play a role in this episode.
Yeah. And yet they get top billing.
Yeah. In that case, ah! Well, how does that help Chekhov any? Oh, and Julian Bashir's father, he had a variety of... He switched from job to job.
Mm.
Oh, God help us. Yeah.
You told her to drink it down. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right. That's
Wait,
what we
no,
need is...
hold on. You gotta fucking fix the ship. Wait.
Really, that's what we need is Scott bombed out of his skull. Ouch.
Wait, isn't alcohol... Hold on. Isn't alcohol bad for Vulcans?
Vulcans are not... Well, I don't know. McCoy will have a comment on that in a later episode. You know, when he mentions when alcohol hits that green blood of his. I want to see a drunk Vulcan. That'd be interesting. And so, lanky motherfucker goes back into cold storage.
Yeah. Apparently, Vulcans become inebriated by eating chocolate.
Well, I do as well sometimes.
Yeah, there you go.
How appropriate. How convenient.
What the hell is the nurse doing there?
She's going to assist the doctor if they get Kirk back on board because his life support system is probably depleted by now. And convenient that he happens to appear right in front of them where before he's just been bouncing in and out all over the ship.
Well, drama.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're supposed to have that in a TV series. I forgot.
Oh, that's not good. Nope. Mm-mm. Get out. Oh, Jesus. Yes. Well, fucking beam him aboard.
So beam him aboard. Why now, Doctor? The Doctor isn't running the transporter.
Does that give resistance or something?
I wonder. Right through the spacesuit. I'll bet you're happy.
I'm not, no. That's not how that fucking shit works. Meanwhile, the Tholians are like, what the fuck just happened?
No women. As he looks at Uhura.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Oh.
Why are they being coy? What's wrong with listen to the orders?
They don't want to admit they heard all the sentimental rubbish that Kirk threw at them. And he doesn't buy it for one moment. I don't know, think about all the BS that Sulu and Chekhov has had to listen to.
Seriously. Meanwhile, press F in chat for lanky motherfucker.
going to give this an A.
I'll give it
Which
a B, mainly because it's like, what's the point? I mean, the Tholians, they really weren't in that episode much.
No, they weren't. I think we could have I would have been happier if, say, we dropped the memorial scene and replaced it with more interaction with the Tholians.
Drop the memorial scene, drop Chekhov, drop a few engineering scenes with the people going crazy. Keep Uhura.
Right.
Give her a better nightgown.
More Uhura would have been nice.
Always more Uhura.
Maybe the Tholians had accidentally beamed her on board their ship and
tied her in the Tholian Web. Yes, there's slash fiction of that as well. Yes.
Now, that's interesting. I wonder if they have individual Tholian webs that they can use to restrain people.
Yes, as I said, there's plenty of slash fiction for that. Yes. But yeah, so that was the Tholian Web. It was good. It wasn't as good as I remember, but not as nearly as bad as some of the recent tripe we've had to listen to.
This has been one of the better episodes we've found here in third season. I would have liked if they'd explored this dimensional interface bit in somewhat more detail in later episodes. That seems to be a useful technology.
Mm-hmm. It's possible, but they already seem to be confident in how it works, which makes me wonder why aren't they slipping in and out of alternate universes all the time. And it looks like the next episode is Plato's Stepchildren, which means there was a Roman series going on at the moment, so they borrowed all the costumes.
And this is the episode where Kirk kisses Uhura.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the infamous Kirk kisses Uhura scene. And it also has Michael Dunn, one of my favorite character actors.
Also, if you're going to get pissed off, like, there are plenty of other things to get pissed off other than, Kirk kissing the Uhura on a TV show, like.
It was, I should point out, rather kissable, but
exactly.
The South just went ballistic.
I mean, the South, there were white people kissing black people in the South.
Different context.
If they were worried about it, corrupting the youths, there were plenty of other shows on TV that would have done the job for them.
Well, if they were worried about Star Trek corrupting the youth of America, waiting until late in the third season was sort of coming up a bit late with that worry, if you want my opinion.
No, pretty much.
I mean, we had Captain Pike, the slave-trading bastard, to borrow
no, the South liked that episode.
That's true. That's a thought. I wonder if they had, instead of using green-skinned Tholian women, if they had somehow connived to use black-skinned women. Would have had riots in the street.
And not the fun kind of riots.
No, not the fun. Are there fun kind of riots? I've never been in a fun riot.
Oh, yeah, it's great time. You get free shopping.
Discount shopping. That is, if you can find decent parking.
There's this one video of a riot. I forget which one it was, but it was a few years ago, and it was a cell phone store being looted, and there's fire in the back, people running in and out, but there's one guy in there. He's browsing the phone cases on the wall. He's like, this one, yes, this one right? No. How about this one? This one's better. I thought that was funny.
I'm gonna have to see. Is it on YouTube? I'm gonna have to see if I can find that.
I'll see if I can find it for you.
All
But
right.
there was an announcement I think you wanted to do, right?
Yes. Oh, you're gonna trust me with the announcement.
Well, yes. We decided that we were going to do an assignment where back when I was a youngin' and summer rolled around, I would have movie assignments, and I thought it would be fun to do this again. And I might have a movie. What's the movie I am assigned?
So you are wanting me now to reveal the title of the movie.
Yes, reveal the title of the movie.
It is Horror Express, starring Christopher Lee
Is
and
it the one with
Peter
the
Cushing.
Horror Express? Isn't it the one with the giant demon on the railroad tracks?
No, you're thinking of Curse of the Demon,
Oh, that one.
which is also a wonderful film. I almost would have recommended that.
Horror Express with Christopher Lee.
This was made. This was a joint. This was like a Spanish production made back in 1972. It's actually a science fiction horror film.
Wait, was this on Mystery Science Theater 3000?
No, but
Okay.
it is on YouTube, and it's a great low budget film.
Okay, I'll give it a read. I'll give it a watch.
And then we'll discuss it next time.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that one.
All right then. I hope y'all all enjoyed the episode and join us again next time.
Yes, and you people behave.
Bye bye.